Only 4 toys and books left. So what's here for day 21? Where is... There you go. Sounds a little bit... Uh-oh. You know what that means? It's another Star Wars trilogy. It's a film with toy box. And what's on day 21 anyways? Oh look! It's Odd One Out book number 5. You are gonna be rich this time. So, without further ado, let's do this.
Cartoons.
And more, you might adopt it. Fit and more
Hey guys, I'm Helga, and I'm a new challenger. So today we are going to take a look at the top 10 worst MCU movies. So, if you excuse me, let's get started. There will be 3 videos left until then. So, without further ado, let's take a look.
Do you want her to live or do you want her to die? Please. Do you think I'm lying?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst MCU movies.
I don't know which is worse, but it's fine. I keep everyone at arm's length.
Why is there any worst movies of all time, you know?
For this list,
No,
we'll
definitely
be looking at
weird
the films
things.
of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that failed to live up to the hype and aren't nearly as entertaining as many other entries in this long-running series. What movie do you think missed the mark? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 10, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Together. We'll lose.
Well, so definitely Avengers this
The
time, I know
overarching
that.
narrative of the MCU truly kicked into overdrive with this film. Unfortunately, this meant that Age of Ultron is more preoccupied with setting up sequels like Captain America: Civil War and Infinity War than doing
That's
its
still
own thing. Throw
like
in
a
an
big
underwhelming
addition.
villain like Ultron, and you got a film that excels in mediocrity.
Is that why you've come? To end the Avengers?
I've come to save the world. But also, yeah.
While certain elements like the chemistry between the characters and
That's
are
definitely the
entertaining,
elements.
the film is
I
still
can even
like a
watch this
checkpoint
in a little
before
bit
bigger and
on.
better
I
things
know,
follow
Daniel.
later entries. Age of Ultron is also
That's
overstuffed with plot
definitely the
elements
hardest
that go
thing, you
nowhere,
know.
such as the villain's identity
I know it's
crisis
still
and
perhaps
the
is
romance
a
between
wonderful
Bruce and
day in
Natasha.
my life.
being a fight in civilian.
I guess y'all pretty other things up.
Our fight is over.
So we just disappear?
It's a fun watch in terms of action, but lacks a strong narrative punch. Number 9, Thor. At the face of it, Thor is a sweet, smaller scale movie that introduces the God of Thunder. But for a franchise as big as the MCU, the lack of
Thor.
scope isn't in its
That's
favor.
For your
definitely
arrogance
a
and
bad movie.
stupidity, you have opened these peaceful
Definitely
realms
the
of
worst
innocent
animal.
lives to the horror and desolation of war.
Apart from Loki and Darcy Lewis more than Jane Foster, the supporting characters just don't make an impression. This contrasts with Iron Man and Captain America the First Avenger, two other origin stories where the entire cast shines. While there is character development for the protagonist, it's not until late in the film that he sheds his unlikable traits.
What is this newfound love for the Frost Giants? You could have killed them all with your bare hands.
It changed.
Veteran actors
That's
like
definitely
Anthony
like
Hopkins,
that
Idris
one.
Elba, and Rene Russo are also saddled with short screen times that don't do them justice. Thor's stirring soundtrack and eye-catching visuals remain impressive, but the film is overall easy to forget in the MCU's sprawling landscape.
How is she? She searches for you.
Black Widow.
You're a coward. Our family was never real, so there's nothing to hold on to. We're moving on.
Natasha Romanoff's solo film is the right story at the wrong time.
So
Released after
definitely a
fans
solo
already seen
Marvel
her death in
movie of
Avengers
this
Endgame,
time.
Black Widow's plot doesn't have much bearing. With a generic villain like Dreykov and a predictable twist of Taskmaster's real identity, the stakes don't feel particularly high at any point. And while we all love Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova, her appearance in Disney Plus's Hawkeye feels like it carries more weight than in this movie.
It shouldn't have gone this way.
Still definitely
If I
a
was there, I
flick.
could have stopped it. I could have.
I still wonders this
That's
is.
what's going to stop her, Lena.
Of course, it's also hard to overlook the times when CGI quality is inexcusable, as it pulls viewers right out of the action. Even with committed acting performances, Black Widow is presented as more of a side story, one that struggles to live up to its potential as a full-blown spy thriller.
Hold them off.
Let's
together.
fight. We are.
Let's go. Oh my god. Besides, if it can work out with the four of us, maybe some hope. for the
That's
Avengers.
gonna be
Number 7,
elusive.
Captain Marvel. Anticipation for Captain Marvel was sky high after the character was teased in Avengers
Captain
Infinity War.
Marvel's still
But what we got was a
definitely
film
a
that
hard
failed to take
time.
risks beyond the MCU's tired and tested formula.
Witness says she was dressed for laser tag.
Oh. Yeah, I think she went that way.
With another Infinity Stone-fueled plot, bait-and-switch villains, and the customary MCU wisecracks in each scene. Carol Danvers' origin story is a mixed bag. Characters like Ronan the Accuser, Phil Coulson, Marvel, and Min-Erva are pigeonholed to select scenes, entrenched
that's
without receiving the
definitely a
necessary
film.
room to develop further.
No need to worry about time.
Oh. Music. It's a nice touch.
Let me out.
No can do.
Possibly the biggest letdown is its lack of relevance to the Avengers movies, despite being positioned as a game changer. Ultimately, the film is saddled by the weight of past MCU films and never manages to tell a story that
That's
feels original.
definitely best.
I'll help you find a home. Finish what Marvel started.
Number 6, Thor: Love and Thunder. Director Taika Waititi was lauded for making Thor Ragnarok a hilarious and energetic ride through space. Sadly, many felt Waititi
That's
overdid the
definitely a
comedy
bad
for Love and
movie
Thunder.
again.
So much so that it seems more like a Ragnarok parody.
I'm still wondering.
It's not a planet, my sons. It is people. It is you. And now it is time for me to pass on to the spirit realm.
The film doesn't go a few seconds before throwing another joke at viewers. This is particularly jarring since it deals with Thor's loneliness and Jane Foster living with cancer. It's hard to take things seriously with screaming goats and bad CGI popping up at such frequency.
Astrid, your father gave you a very tough Viking name, and I intend to honor his wishes.
Axel.
Astrid.
I said Axel.
Astrid.
Axel!
Asshole, now listen to him. Fans were also disappointed that the Guardians only
Well,
show up at the
definitely
beginning
a
of the movie,
fandom, you
while
know?
Jane's role as Mighty Thor is cut short. Love and
That's
Thunder should
drilling
have
to
dealt
me
with the
in my
protagonist
eyes.
and villain inner turmoil with grace, but treated it all mostly as another
I
punchline.
got
not
me again.
What did you do?
He looked boring before.
Yeah, suppose it did. I love it.
Number 5, The Incredible Hulk.
Any last words? Hulk!
The The Incredible Hulk is
Definitely
expected to
cracked me
improve
up.
on 2003's Hulk, but carries the same
definitely a
depressive
Universal
outlook. The movie
Pictures.
constantly shifts from
Don't
one
make
setting
the
to another,
accident.
following Bruce's escape from General Ross's clutches. Because of this, the Hulk himself isn't seen as much as he should have been. It's difficult to align it with the rest of the series since the tone and aesthetics don't match the standard template of an MCU film.
Blonsky, pull back now.
Is that all you got?
In retrospect,
Oh!
the giant
It
phrase
sounds like
probably
butt
best
kick to
represented in his
me.
debut Avengers appearance. However,
That's
because the
spelling
tension
it
slowly
out.
comes at the expense of the sense of fun the Incredible Hulk needed. We'd rather see the Hulk's signature smash than Bruce constantly stopping himself from turning into everyone's favorite angry monster.
We're gonna incinerate it. Is this the whole supply?
What? We could get the Nobel for this.
You don't understand the power of this thing. It is too dangerous. It cannot be controlled.
Number 4, Eternals. It's always difficult to introduce a new story to an established franchise, even more so for a bunch of characters the average moviegoer doesn't know about.
We're Eternals, from a planet called Olympia.
Eternals.
7,000 years ago.
That's
on the Dome,
definitely in real life.
starship, to protect humans from the deviants.
The MCU banked on brand value for Eternals, but ended up with a rare critical and commercial failure. The film tries too much at the same time, featuring a large roster of protagonists, none of whom get their time to shine. It wastes its runtime on exposition elements, resulting in a largely bland film filled with talking scenes.
We've trusted you for 7,000 years and look where you've gone us. I've watched humans destroy each other when I could stop it all in my heart.
That's
The lack of
definitely a
recognizable
flick
figure
chick.
hurts its value further.
I guess.
As viewers have to follow characters they don't care about and don't ever grow to care about in the film's runtime. Eternals fails to balance its plot with action, and it's a real task to sit through 2 hours of this before the pace picks up.
But your memories will show if they are worthy to live. And I will return for judgment.
Number 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. The Ant-Man series was best known for being high-style films with a comedic twist. After all, who didn't love Luis's trademark recaps?
And I'm like, damn, I got all nervous because I keep mad secrets for you, bro. So I asked Ignacio, the badass, to tell the stupefied writer chick, to tell you, to tell me, because I'm tight with Ant-Man, that he's looking for him.
But Scott Lang's third adventure removes all of Ant-Man's identity, leaving viewers with a by-the-numbers plot. The movie has a lot of weak points going for it.
That's
Things like
definitely
King's betrayal and
shit.
Scott's estrangement from his daughter are predictable
Still
parts of the story that the
mythology.
film centers itself around.
It's chaos.
No. Look, we can talk about this. You really should do it.
Instead of setting King up as the next big bad, the antagonist never lives up to the hype. And despite sharing equal billing, Hope Van Dyne doesn't even feel relevant to the plot. Quantumania was meant to be the multiverse saga's big setup, but fails to offer much depth at all.
You just saved the quantum realm with your family
Definitely a
and
giant
dropped down
time.
without holes. Why does this kind of stuff keep happening to you? That doesn't make any sense. But you know what? Who said life has to make sense?
Number 2, Iron Man 2.
Tony, look, I'm sorry. Okay? No,
Iron
should've
Man
trusted
2.
you. I don't want to put you in this position. Forget it. No, it's your fault. I just wanted to
Seems
say I'm
bad.
sorry. Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
After the humdrum entry that was the Incredible Hulk, fans expected the MCU to bounce back with Iron Man 2. But what we got
Iron
was
Man
arguably
2.
an even
That
bigger
makes
disappointment.
sense.
Blatant sequel hooks do nothing to enhance its appeal, and they certainly don't detract from the movie's flaws. Its greatest criticism comes
This
from
is
the lackluster
definitely
villain, who fails to be a real threat.
Unleast favorite thing to do in Iron Man 2.
There's a world
I know gas is still
Where we be watching
fantastic.
That's right. A prison cell. I'll send you a bar soda.
Tony's arc of dying from a slow-acting poison dominates the story, only to be solved lazily by the climax. Iron Man 2 is filled with these stop-start moments, as other plot threads like Tony's issues with Rhodey and Pepper are just as easily resolved.
weird.
It's not weird.
It's okay, right? We're not going again.
I think it was weird. You guys look like two seals fighting over a grape.
Although the humor and action are on point, weak storytelling
That's
and the plot
definitely a
antagonists
human
can't be
story.
ignored.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Thor: The Dark World. It's a stretch to call any MCU endeavor terrible, but The Dark World certainly comes close. The God of Thunder
That's definitely a closer one.
drags through its runtime with an unappealing dark
There's no need to
palette and an
hide.
equally dull tone. Is abundantly clear. While the protagonist doesn't do much other than react to events around him, more
That depends on
charismatic
it,
characters like
that.
Loki are relegated to smaller roles,
So
leaving the
definitely
movie
melted
with
this
few
time.
memorable scenes.
Perhaps you prefer one of your new companions, given that you seem to like them so much.
Oh, this is much better. Whoa.
We'll definitely heal now.
So tight.
The Dark World expands on the Infinity Stones, but it's so all over the place that
So good, Lord Infinity! Come here, Fernand!
Alan Taylor expresses dissatisfaction with the choppy state of the film, claiming his true vision doesn't appear in the final cut.
As I know
that
never
cut this time.
The brutality, the sacrifice, it changes you. I'd rather be a good man than a great king.
Did you?
Well, I think that's it. We'll see you next time for another another reaction time. Whatever that is. See you next time.
Well, that's all, folks. Good night. Thanks for watching.